On the snow-covered ground, this man discovered an abandoned baby. He looked at the clothes and knew that he was the son of a noble family, so he brought the boy back to his wife to take care of, waiting for the rich parents to come to find the boy one day. They would ask for alimony, however, waiting for that day for 10 years, under the love and care of her adoptive mother. Every day, Remi was out in the fields, roaming leisurely, enjoying a peaceful and beautiful childhood. But the good days did not last long. Soon the boy had his first accident. His adoptive father broke his leg when working, so he needed $400 to file a lawsuit. The adoptive mother took out all her savings, but it was still not enough, and sold the dairy cow in the house to the neighbors. But for Remi, dairy cow was his childhood best friend. So every day when evening came, the boy would silently run to visit him, lie down next to him, and sing a song. That day, a strange old man appeared. Listening to him sing for a long time, when Remi reacted, he was frightened and ran home. The greedy adoptive father has also returned. He took all the failures out on Remi. I don't have the money to sue. It turns out it's because of it. Therefore, he wanted to take the boy to the orphanage, and had a big argument with his adoptive mother. The naive Remi can only trust fate. On the second day, the adoptive mother told the boy about his identity, and also found newborn clothes to give to him, saying that she would seek help from the government. Just like that, he and his adoptive father went to a small town, but the clever boy quickly discovered something was wrong. The adoptive father took the boy to the orphanage. After pushing down his adoptive father, the boy turned and ran, hiding in a small restaurant. But the adoptive father brought a group of healthy people to bring the boy back. At this moment, the old man in the barn spoke up before. He invited his adoptive father to sit down, saying that he was a wanderer, wanted to hire the boy to perform with him, to gain everyone's approval. The 1-year rental fee was $30. Greedy adoptive father met on the spot. Just like that, Remi was taken away by the old man. As he passed his house, the boy desperately called for his adoptive mother. But the adoptive mother was held tightly, and could only watch the boy being carried away. And Remi's life changed from this moment. They walked to a small town. The old man immediately took Remi to buy new clothes and shoes. This also drained the old man's savings. He could only sit on the side of the road munching on bread. The old man also declared to Remi he did so because he discovered that the boy had a talent for singing, a beautiful voice and a soul that was extremely rare. He hoped to let the boy sing freely. However, for the first time in front of the singing crowd, the boy, because he lost his temper, was scared to run away and fell into a puddle. After that, the boy was extremely angry, feeling that he had absolutely no singing talent, and fought with the old man. At this time the dog stole a piece of newspaper. It turned out that the old man was once a famous violinist. Then, for unknown reasons, he chose to remain anonymous. He told Remi to have faith in himself, because of his genius to be a singer. After saying that, he gave the boy some wooden pieces engraved with letters, and began to teach the boy to recognize letters. Just like that, Remi learned to write and sing at the same time. Finally, after 3 months, the boy wrote the first letter in his life to his adoptive mother, saying safe, and also overcome the psychological barriers in his heart. This boy emitted the most beautiful sound in the world. Everyone was immersed in the song. Remi finally overcame his loss of composure. This also made them receive more and more acclaim, and even received invitations to perform from nobles. This could make them a lot of money. The important thing was that the boy here accidentally met a noble girl. The girl was only able to sit in a wheelchair because of illness, but her eyes seemed to contain a strange charm that captivated Remi. Remi teased her, made her had a happy smile, which made the lady very happy, because she hadn't seen her daughter so happy in a long time. Although everything is fine during this time, tribulation always comes later. That day they were in the performance area. The police forced the old man to arrest him because they did not have a license to perform. Only Remi with the animals escaped. There was no choice. The boy sought the help of the noble girl with the help of the lady. The judge asked him to reveal his true identity. As long as there was no criminal record, he would be released. But the old man persisted as before, not talking about the past. It turned out that at that time he had only a career in mind. His job would light a candle in the house, because he went early and returns late at night. But that day the candle was spilled, causing a fire. His wife and children were both engulfed in flames. Since then he decided to remain anonymous, not to perform, as his atonement. Just like that, the old man was imprisoned for 2 months, and Remi also temporarily stayed at the girl's house. The girl accidentally discovered Remi's newborn clothes. The boy reported his own identity to her. The relationship between the two was getting better and better. The lady was also very satisfied. The old man was finally released. He wanted to bring Remi to continue performing, but the lady wanted to let the boy stay as her daughter's close housekeeper. This would definitely strangle Remi's singing talent. The old man showed that because of Remi's talent, he would one day become a singer, and he would marry her as his wife. But the lady simply did not believe it. She never thought that Remi would be the heir to a billion-dollar fortune. Finally, Remi decided to go with the old man, went to see the vastness of heaven and earth, and made an agreement with her. He would definitely come back to visit her later. But the old man in captivity was seriously infected with tuberculosis and walked long distances, his body getting weaker and weaker. Even the little monkey fell ill, so they went to a hotel and spent a lot of money to invite a doctor to examine the monkey. The doctor also conveniently reminded the old man to quickly treat, but their money soon ran out because to raise money, the old man decided to hold the violin again. He stayed in the hotel, holding a violin concert. These beautiful tunes surprised all the nobles present in the hall, but the money raised is still not enough. At this time, a woman came to the old man. She recognized the old man and respected his decision to remain anonymous, leaving a gold coin in the hope of helping him overcome his difficulties. And when they returned to the room, the little monkey passed away. This made Remi very sad, buried the monkey in the forest. The old man's illness could not be delayed any longer, but that day Remi received a letter from the noble girl. She said she found Remi's biological parents. It turned out that after they left, she discovered that the fabric and Remi's newborn clothes were of the same type. This material was extremely rare. Only real nobles could have it. The lady, after knowing that, was very surprised. So she began to listen everywhere and finally got news. The old man saw the letter and did not care about his own illness and immediately took Remi out. They found a lawyer. After taking a look at the newborn's clothes, he immediately confirmed Remi's identity, preparing to bring the boy back to the castle to meet his parents. This noble boy got out of the car and walked in front of an old castle. In the castle stepped out 3 people dressed untidy. The fat woman took Remi in her arms and cried loudly, saying that the boy was her child. A complete reunion. But they didn't have the noble temperament at all. In the castle was also a scene of tatters, poverty. When the old man left, they gave him a lot of money. This aroused the old man's suspicions. Not surprisingly, in the evening they revealed their true nature, wanting to destroy Remi. When they wanted to kill, the old man and the dog came in time, beat the bad guys, and threatened them to tell the plot 10 years ago. Turns out the lawyer was Remi's uncle. That year, because he was fighting for a billion-dollar fortune, he sent someone to kill Remi, but the assassin did not have the heart to take action, so he took the boy to faraway Paris and cut the symbol on the boy's clothes. The boy must survive on his own. The old man also asked for the address of Remi's biological parents. Just like that, they immediately set off. But on the way encountered a big snowstorm. The freezing cold made it difficult for them to walk, so they could only warm themselves in a small covered hut. But that was also hard to resist the harsh cold, not to mention the fire had already been extinguished. The old man could only hold Remi tightly in his arms, using his life to warm the boy. By the time the dog brought people to them, the old man could not wait anymore and passed away. He used his life to protect Remi. When Remi woke up, he saw only a beautiful woman. She is Remi's biological mother, and the bad uncle came to the door, saying Remi was a fraud. He falsely accused him of harm. But Remi's mother shook her head through the things the boy brought with him. Knowing the source of the incident, the mother and son finally recognized each other, and the bad uncle was also punished by the law. The boy then carved the old man's stage name on his tombstone. He returned home to visit his adoptive mother, giving her a large amount of money so that they could live well. Many years later, Remi became an adult and also built an orphanage. Every time it rained and thundered, he would tell the children his story, and the noble girl from that year was also lying peacefully beside him at this time. This film, based on the French masterpiece, adapted from The Wandering Boy, is a moving and worth watching movie. Life is always full of unknowns. Only by not venturing forward can one seize those fleeting opportunities. I'm XM. Thank you for watching.